Hey, it's Melissa. Here's my $100,000 stock experiment for 2023, week 9. This is my video diary sharing my stock journey. Help me celebrate my successes and learn from my mistakes as I try to implement the CanSlim trading methodology developed by William O'Neill. I'm trading in my own retirement account on real money. I don't have any tax implications on my trades to consider. Please don't consider this an endorsement to purchase any stocks that I've bought or to purchase stocks in general. You need to do your own trading decisions. According to the IBD at investors.com, the market is in a confirmed uptrend. It went back into confirmed uptrend on Friday. This week, we continued to see more new highs than new lows on both the NASDAQ and the New York Stock Exchange. But the Steve Sweat's window of opportunity is still closed. The S&P 500 index was up 1.9% for the week. Most of this was on Friday. It did close above the 8-day simple moving average, that pink diagonal line, and it is above the other moving averages on this chart, the 50-day, 150-day, and 200-day simple moving averages. But it is below my yellow line in the sand at 4,080. It closed the week at 4,045. If you step back and look at a 2-year chart of the S&P 500, you can see that I've had more than the one line in the sand, and it's down quite a bit from where it was a year ago, where I had a line at 4,723. The NASDAQ was also up for the week, up 2.6%, again, most of it on Friday. It did close above my yellow line in the sand and its 8-day simple moving average, but the 50-day, that red diagonal line, is still under the 150 and 200-day simple moving averages. Taking a step back and looking at a 1-year chart of the NASDAQ, that white diagonal line, which is the 200-day simple moving average, and that orange diagonal line, the 150-day simple moving averages, they've been going down for almost the whole year, but now they're starting to flatten out. I didn't have any sells this week, but I did have one new buy in Artista Network. Stock symbol ANET. I bought ANET on Friday, and it's up 1% for the week. That long green bar is super scary because I could get kicked out easily if I have a big swing like that again. But that was an earnings day, and the stock has settled down both in price and volume over that time. The price is in the square at the top, and the volume is in the circle at the bottom. So I'm hoping now this continues to consolidate and then takes off outside above that box. United Rentals. I've held United Rentals, my B1, for 8 weeks and a day, and I'm up 28.5%. My B2 I've held for 8 weeks, and I'm up 25.4%. I did raise my floor for both my B1 and my B2 to that 31-day exponential moving average, that light blue diagonal line. Nvidia, stock symbol NVDA. I've held Nvidia for 7 weeks and 4 days, and I'm up 52% on my B1. That's amazing. And on my B2, I've held for 7 weeks and 2 days, and I'm up 48.4%. I did raise my floor to the light blue 31-day exponential moving average for my B1, and for my B2, I moved it up to the 16-day simple moving average, that diagonal green line. I'm still trying to figure out when I want to sell. If it triggers my floor, this one's easy because it just sells and I don't have to do anything. But for stocks that don't trigger my floor and I'm trying to capture as much gain as possible, I take a few things into consideration. One, I looked at the moving averages that I put on my charts, and see if they're stacked in the correct order, with the shortest term should be up on top. I also look at this red, white, and blue pattern, which is a Dr. Wish type chart. I look at my weekly percentage change for the stocks, and then I look at the IBD and MarketSmith ratings. The 3 moving averages that I'm looking at here are the 8-day simple moving average in pink, the green 16-day simple moving average, and the light blue 31-day exponential moving average. I want that pink one to be on the top. It had been going sort of sideways with the pink and the green together for the last few days, but it looks like the pink is starting to overtake that. And so for this stock, the moving averages that I track would all be in the right order. I also look at this Dr. Wish chart. So it gets a little crazy with all those different moving averages, but basically the red ones are the short-term moving averages, and you want those up on the top. And then the blue ones are the longer-term moving averages. You want those on the bottom. The ideal time to buy the stock would have been back at number 1, when those red short-term moving averages were overtaking that long-term moving average. Another good time to buy would be at number 2, when all of the red lines got together. They're still above the blues, but they're making it like a solid line, and you don't see any separation between them. Number 3 with that yellow orange arrow is where I bought the stock. This chart looks good to me. The red's on the top, the blue's on the bottom. There's nice separation between the blue lines and the red lines, and the red lines are starting to separate out. So right now, this is a hold for me. I also look at MarketSmith charts. This is a zoom in of the MarketSmith charts, and it shows you where you should be buying, where you should put your floor, and where you should be taking your profit. That's at number 1 is the buy point. Number 2, that green area, is the 25% profit. And the number 3 in that red is the 8% maximum floor there. I can see that this stock is only 0.4% off its 52-week high, which means it's making new highs, and it's 16% from the pivot buy point in 6 weeks. It also shows that it has relative strength of 97, which means that it is outpacing the market and 97% of other stocks. When I look at my weekly percentage change, I want my stocks to be beating the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ each week. United Rentals has beat both the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ for the last 6 weeks. It has had this up and down pattern where it has had losses and then gains, but the gains are outpacing the losing weeks. I also read the IBD newspaper every week, and they have a couple of lists there. The IBD 50 list, that one's showing that United Rentals is number 8 on the IBD 50, and it's number 4 on the Big Cap 20. I get most of my stock ideas from these lists and the other small charts that they feature weekly in this newspaper. And they're having a special this week where you have free access to their IBD Digital. Check it out. My current holding bar chart shows 1 bar for each week or portion of a week I've owned the stock. Right now you can see I have 3 stocks. Over on the left-hand side in the purple, ANET, I've had just this 1 week and it's up about 1%. Nvidia, I've held for 8 weeks and it's up. My $10,000 B1 in Nvidia is up to $15,194. And United Rentals on the right-hand side in the orange, my $10,000 B1 purchase is now worth $12,852. Industry breakdown shows I'm still most heavily weighted in cash. I have $58,000 in cash where I could be making new purchases. I have 2 buys in Nvidia and United Rentals. Nvidia, my total holding right now is $24,081, and in United Rentals it's $20,334. I just have 1 buy in our Arista Networks, and it's worth $10,087. The S&P 500 was up 1.9% for the week, and year-to-date it's up 5.4%. The NASDAQ was up 2.6% for the week and up 11.7% year-to-date. And the Melissa method, I was only up 1.8% for the week, but my year-to-date is up 12.9%, so I'm still beating the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. Yay! And I'm 48% invested. After 9 weeks, my $100,000 has grown to $112,854. The NASDAQ has grown to $111,680, and the S&P 500's 100,000 has grown to $105,369. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for my next episode, or better yet, subscribe to my channel, The Melissa Method. Don't forget to hit the bell if you want an alert when I post a new episode.